like, I'm not embarrassed by it. Like, I said it for a reason. Like, I'm really unembarrassable. Like, I am proud of who I am. I've done so much work. Why would I be embarrassed about talking about my period? Hello everyone. This thing is in the way. Let me fix that. Let me grab a sip of water, tea, and then water again. Can you see the little candle? Hello everyone. Today's Friday, January 19th, 6:53 p.m. And beautiful day, as you can see. It's very dark. Dark is good. Dark is part of days. Or is that? Maybe it's just nights. Let me get comfy. I don't like to do like a podcast voice or like a call voice, you know what I mean? Does everyone's mom change voices when they're on the phone sometime? Guess it depends who you're talking to. I got a microphone earlier. I ordered it a few days ago. Picked it up today. I can't get into my settings though on my laptop. It keeps doing like refresh, retry, and it's not working. I don't know what to do. Maybe I need to turn it off and on again. Maybe that'll work. Does that work on everything? So if we want to talk about my week since last time, that's what I was in Louisville last time I filmed this. And so I thought it was a good one. I think I'm on a roll, like as in a roll, like I'm getting used to this. Also, I can see the camera like way far away, but I don't know what I look like. Not that it matters. Hi, baby. But as in a roll, like I'm getting a lot more comfortable with this. Like I'm gonna be honest with you all. A lot of times I like don't. How do I even say this? Like I don't think I've ever said it out loud before. I could see the microphone just picked up that burp. When I'm watching TV with my mom, she'll just smack me. Or smack the pillow next to me. She'll just smack me. A lot of times I don't feel like a person. Like I don't know what I'm doing. Like I feel like I'm just like a very... Like I'm an observer of my body. And sometimes I'm not even... Yeah, I guess like an observer of my body. Like, because I don't feel like in my body. And I've heard the terms like disassociation, the other something on TikTok like in the past few years, and I've like really related to that. And I feel like everything's like a spiritual thing. I mean, it honestly, when I got into astrology and looked at my thing, like I have most of my personal planets are in the 12th house, and that's like, that made a lot of sense to me. It made me feel more comfortable and less weird, like, if that made sense to me. I'm like, oh, okay. But it's weird. It is. And I've never talked about this before. So I'm glad I'm doing that. And that's what I want to help anyone else that feels that way, for sure. Or, like, I do. For sure I do. That's what I really, like, what makes me feel, what can ground me is connecting with God and making myself feel like, or reminding myself that I'm a spiritual being in a human body, and that I can choose to have actions. That's what, if you're just now joining me, that's what I want to, maybe I'll put that in the intro, because I made an intro, like a song ditty thing. It's like 10 seconds or something. Maybe I'll just rewrite it and like, because, what is the thing I wrote, like, for this podcast, like, cruciality of asking why, whatever I wrote, but, what was I saying, like, I wanted to talk, that's what, like, my whole life, if you're just now, like, joining me and watching me, like, I've talked a lot about my life. I don't know what I've talked about, and I also do, like, I kind of, like, intuitively know, but I also, like, don't, because I don't keep anything in my mind. I don't need to know. But my life has been interesting, just like everyone else's. I find everyone's life interesting, and the way they came about interesting. Like, everything you've gone through makes you who you are, and that's interesting to me. The way I came about, I am the youngest of 4. I don't want to really get into that. I mean, I will share anything, but maybe I can make this closer. That'll be good. I don't hate that. Yeah, like, what I was gonna say, what also grounds me, besides, like, the recognizing the spiritual aspects of it, or just the spiritual aspect of it, like, why I'm here and everything, but making decisions and, like, creating those decisions, that helps ground me. I'm like, oh, like, I have choices, because I can be so easygoing, so, like, out of my body, or just, like, observing everything. Like, I will go with whatever and not think about what I need or what I want. So when I make choices or I create things, like, I like to paint and I like to make these, like, this helps ground me. I'm like, whoa, like, I have choices. Like, I can do literally whatever I want, which is, like, crazy. And it's amazing, and it's, like, why we're here. We're here to create things, and I think that's beautiful. We're here to make babies. I know that's not... I mean, that's the act of creation that men and women are a part of. We're all a part of that. We're here to create shows. We're here to create relationships, have relationships, talk to people, create art. I don't know. I just wanted to tell that aspect. I'm like, I don't think because I was thinking about it when I was walking down the stairs down here. I'm like, I don't think I've ever told anyone that. I feel like I've wanted to. Like, I don't know if I did to my therapist one time, but, and then he started asking questions, and it's like, I don't want to, like, explain this. Like, if you don't get it, you don't get it. So, I'm glad I'm saying this, and, I'm not, like, having to answer questions, like, right away. Because I feel like my family would get it, but they also, like, that's why I just don't want to have to, like, answer questions about it. Judgmental or critical questions about it. Maybe I just feel very vulnerable when I say it. I think that's it. Maybe that's a good thing that I talk about it. Or I am talking about it. Ooh, it just got a cardinal on it. Baby thought this mirror was something. So I just want to laugh and have fun. That's what my life. You know, I learned a lot in my first relationship. You know, when, like, I feel like our first relationships, like, teach us a lot. That's what, when I look back, or, like, look at pictures of stuff, like, on my Snapchat memories, like, I had a lot of good times with him. I really did, but that's why I brought it up, I guess. Like, I kind of just did whatever he wanted to do. And I have felt like that in a lot of my relationships. Just going along with what other people want to do. And now that I have choices, or, like, I am making the choices and, like, not looking back, like, I think, like, something... Oh, let's not break my laptop. I must sign. Something big happened when I decided not to go back to school, and I decided to make this podcast. Or just, like, post on YouTube. Like, this is big for me, and huge for me, and new to me. So I've started done a lot of changes in my life. Like, I've gone to different schools. I've done a bunch of different sports. Like, I've been the new girl, and that's funny, I'm actually watching New Girl again, like, right now. So I've gotten comfortable being, like, the new person. Like, this is, like, there's, like, a kernel stuck in my throat. Like, doing this is something, like, I've always wanted to do, and I've always been, scared to do it. That's what, like, I think about, sorry. Let me get water. I almost grabbed another popcorn. Let me get some water. It's not embarrassing to carry around water. You know who you know. Or if you know, you know. Like, every second is, like, a new second to me. Like, I don't know. I have, like, a choice to say whatever I want to say every second, and that's, like, crazy cool. It's crazy cool. See how I'm getting like this? Like, let me relax. What was I saying, though? That's what... Oh, going along. That's... Okay. This... Going to school has been, like, I never really wanted to do that. That was always, like, a replacement thing until I did whatever I did after school. Did I know what I want to do? No. Like, my last major was, pre-art therapy. My idea was to be, like, an artist and a therapist, and, like, share the office. That's what I was telling people. And I thought that was cool, but being all like a licensed therapist, like that is, there's so many rules to that, and that's what the society and the way it's set up, schools, the way that's set up, the government, like I think a lot of people are realizing a lot of stuff about that right now. And it's like I've been like knowing this for a while. I think if I really don't want to do it, then I'm gonna step out of it. Like I don't like all the rules they give therapists, and even like the idea of school, like the government. Like I really want to I'm passionate about like trying to change that. I'm passionate about trying to change it, doing whatever I can, and talking about it's one step. So I'm doing that. Pretty cool. Not going like I had like after I had decided, my mom had kind of like, I think we were going to Asbury and like gonna talk to someone in the office, secretary, or like someone in the office, and we did. And wow, whoever I talked to was so rude. Like I know there's better words to say that. Like she was very rude, and just I couldn't believe the way she was talking in the whatever she emailed me like a week later or like after. Like I couldn't believe it. I'm just like I couldn't be more proud or more sure that this is what I was what I wanted to do, like not go back there. I was just like shocked. And a lot of things I'm shocked about with the way it's set up. I'm sure, like, I did not want to do that. And I had, like, gut feelings, like, I'm so glad I'm not. Did I know what I was going to do? No. Did I know I always wanted a podcast for, like, a long time. I always thought that was so cool. I thought that was, like, a dream job. I thought, like, I just want to do it. Like, it's fun. I just want to talk and, like, express myself. Like, that's really all I want to do. And I have kind of held myself back for, like, a long time. And that's why I feel like doing it now is very different for me, and I'm getting used to it. But life is so, I guess it's easier. It's a lot easier because I feel like I have different obstacles now. Like, I felt like dealing with other people now is a lot easier. I was thinking about that earlier. Like, I always felt like bombarded by other people's energies or like scared. I always just felt like other people were the problem, and then when I started working on myself and like working on that, like I realized I was the only problem, because now like I really like I have a lot less problems with other people. Like I don't think I have any with other people. Like I realize it's all within me, but like I was kind of always like scared to go out or like talk to people. Like that feared me, and it's not perfect anymore, but because I can still be scared, but when I remind myself, I'm like, oh, it's not that bad. Like it's actually kind of nice. Like I actually kind of like talking to people now. It's like I always wanted to. I always wish I did, but I don't know. Psyched myself out. I was worried about what other people thought. This is something else I wanted to talk about. Whitney Cummings has talked about this quote she heard from someone else, and it's like, comedians become comedians to control the way they're embarrassed. And I like that. Like, my mom has talked about me, that I should take stuff down. I don't know who tells her if she watches it, but that I should take stuff down or whatever. Like, but like I'm not embarrassed by it. Like I said it for a reason. Like I'm really unembarrassable. Like I am proud of who I am. I've done so much work. Why would I be embarrassed about talking about my period? We all have them. Why? I want to help people not feel this way. Like, and I think it's embarrassing to talk about other people, to talk bad about other people. That's embarrassing. I mean, it kind of resembles like being a hater behind a screen. Like that's what it feels like. It's like just love and accept people, and like you're just being like a hater behind a screen. Like I don't know. Like it just doesn't affect me. Like that's embarrassing to me. Like if I had the feelings, the Amy Poehler movie in my brain, like I feel the disgust one coming up, the Mindy Kaling one. My hair is getting to like a weird length right now. Oh, okay, I want to talk about, I got a new niece born yesterday? I think it was yesterday. I met her today, and she's named after me, and it's a nickname my dad would give my sister. But Lucille is her middle name. I'm so honored. She'll be on the pod one day. She will. That's why I feel better when I express myself, so, like, why would anyone, like, trying to shame me for doing that, or just, like, that's embarrassing. Like, I never want anyone to feel ashamed to talk about themselves. Like, I would rather you talk too much than not enough, because I felt like I would always, like, hold my mouth and shut my mouth, and I never want anyone to feel that way. And that might be a good ending to this pod. I don't know what I'm gonna name it. I'm not great. I'll figure it out. But, I really love you all, and you all really, like, help me. Like, please express yourself. Please create. Please be you in a good way. Like, when I say be you, and I feel like people are like, okay, I'm gonna rob a bank. It's like, no, that's not what I mean, and that's not you. That's, like, the devil inside you. So be you in a genuine, naive-ish, baby-like, childlike way. I mean, you don't have to be like a child, but, I mean, be goofy. I think we should all be goofy. I think we, like, suppress a lot of our childlike stuff. Like, having fun, like, that's why, like, babies aren't embarrassed. Adam and Eve weren't embarrassed until they ate the apple. But yeah, I think that was a good ending. I love you all. Have a great day. Have a great week. I'm gonna say it again. I've been saying it the past few episodes. I want to post more and talk more, because I feel better after every time. Thanks for the therapy sesh. All love. Love all.